Secretary Clinton is calling the transparency issue with China a deal breaker. It does look like China is dug in on this issue. You say the world is coming together. How do we resolve that one?
Well, President Obama will be here. The leaders of China will be here. And I think that the magnitude of the historic moment will drive them towards resolving that issue.
Who will give?
I think that ultimately China will realize that the promises that are made to the world have to be promises that the world can rely upon, and that a way will be found to give those assurances to the rest of the world.
Any sense the president might go further when he comes tomorrow with offers than he has that we know of so far?
I'm not in a position to know whether or not there will be additional things put on the table by the president. I think that the major new announcement happened today with Secretary Clinton, and I think that's created the new momentum which will make an agreement possible.
Is a solid agreement out of Copenhagen necessary, do you think, for legislation to pass Congress?
I think that we do need a political agreement that will help to build momentum, and in my opinion is we will get that momentum coming out of Copenhagen.
Any other insights since you've been here into these negotiations?
I can see why Denmark has always had very good hockey teams in the Olympics. Okay? It is chilly here.
When you think about, in general, a clean energy transition, I know you talk a lot about technology coming into it and thinking about the U.S. and other countries. What do you see as far as incentives for fuel switching? How do you think the energy mix might change in the short term as we move to a cleaner energy world?
I think that there will be a renewable energy revolution that is unleashed very rapidly, much like the telecommunications revolution in the 1990s. And I think that people are underestimating how rapidly it will occur not only in the developed but also in the developing nations. We were able in the 1990s and in the first few years of the 21st century to bring telephone service, cell phone service into the most remote villages of the world. We're going to do the same thing with wind, with solar, with other renewable technologies that will make it possible for them to improve the quality of their families' lives without leading to a deterioration of the overall quality of the world in its relationship to global warming.
With our dependence on coal for electricity and oil for transportation, though, what do you see happening even more immediately until the renewables are up to scale?
Well, in the United States, in 2008, 42% of all new installed electricity was wind. Another 8% was solar and geothermal and biomass. I see that number continuing to increase in the United States. It's no longer, in other words, a situation where we're seeing a 1% or a 2% addition in the renewable sector. We're now seeing 42 to 50% addition every single year as the new electrical generating source, and we can extend that across the whole planet if we can cut a deal here that the whole world is going to live with.
So straight from oil and coal to renewables?
Well, it's not straight, but if anyone was told in 1992, when a cell phone was the size of a brick and it cost 50 cents a minute, that within 15 years they would have a phone in their pocket that costs under 5 cents a minute to make a call, and it also had data and video, and that the long-distance calls would be much less than even a local call was just 15 years ago, you would say that was impossible. So yes, I envision a telescope time frame that will have us with an energy renewables revolution that does begin dramatically to reduce our dependence on imported oil.
All right, Congressman, thank you.